Promoters of many companies increase their shareholding. There are times when a promoter may simply buy more shares in a bid to boost the stock price, which might be in the dumps. Buying into the stock, therefore, does not necessarily ensure that the business has good prospects and could leave you with a pittance in profits and unnecessary addition to your portfolio eventually. However, identifying the high growth companies out of which is a tricky task. I have shortlisted some such companies having promising future growth potential based on several screeners and personal intervention in understanding these companies' business and fundamentals. In this video, I will present to you 12 high growth stocks with promoters increasing shareholding in the last few quarters. These stocks are from mid cap and small cap segments having much more potential to become a multi-bagger. Number 1. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 1737 crores. Book value of rupees 132.71. Here it represents the total amount a company is worth if all its assets are sold and all the liabilities are paid back. The current price is rupees 97.45. Stock PE is 3.65. Here the price to earnings ratio indicates the rupee amount an investor can expect to invest in a company in order to receive 1 rupee of that company's earnings. This is low for this company and it is a good sign. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 151.95 and rupees 62 respectively. Dividend yield is 4.1% and it is excellent compared to its peers. The dividend yield is a company's annual dividend payment to shareholders expressed as a percentage of its share price. The company's equity is rupees 178.24 crores at face value 10, which means to generate annual EPS of 10, it requires to show rupees 178.24 crores profits. So this gives the price to sustain at rupees 100 levels. Companies 10 years, 5 years and 1 year's stock price CAGR are 6.54%, 17.53% and minus 16.32% respectively. This means there was a price correction in the recent past and subject to other fundamentals, it can be treated as an entry point. The company's sales growth is fantastic at a 5-year CAGR at 11.53% and the blue marker indicates the absolute annual sales values in rupees crores. It is 3,300 or 3.3k crores in 2019. Similarly, 5 years profit growth CAGR is at 50.28%. and absolute figures as indicated by the blue line markers. ROE or the return on equity is a measure of the profitability of a business in relation to the equity. Because shareholders' equity can be calculated by taking all assets and subtracting all liabilities, ROE can also be thought of an return on assets minus liabilities. The company has a decent yearly ROE at 23.72%. The debt equity ratio at 0.66. It is calculated by dividing a company's total liabilities by its shareholder equity. For the growing companies, lower than 2 is acceptable. I haven't found any serious limitations for this company. And the strengths of this company are having an efficient cash conversion cycle. It is the metric that expresses the time measured in days it takes for a company to convert its investments in inventory and other resources into cash flows from sales, and a strong degree of operating leverage. Operating leverage relates to a company's fixed versus variable cost. A company with a higher percentage of fixed cost is said to have high operating leverage because as its sales grow, more of those sales trickle down into operating income. The cash conversion cycle of this company stands at 6.38 days and average operating leverage stands at 4.23. This is promising. The company's name is JK Paper. JK Paper Limited, incorporated in the year 1960, is a small cap company who is a leading player in the office papers, coated papers and packaging boards. From being the pioneer of branded paper in India, the company today is a leading exporter of branded copier papers and packaging boards, exporting to over 60 countries. From the price movement analysis over the 10 years, it is observed that the recent corona-driven correction in the market has created an opportunity to take a position in this company. JK Paper share is currently trading 36.02% below its 52 weeks high of rupees 151.8. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 1% in the recent quarters to 49.4. The shareholding summary shows that mutual funds, FIIs and other institutions also holding the shares of this company. Public shareholding is at 44.1%, which is less than promoters holding. it is a good sign to some extent. With this detailed explanation for stock number 1, I will proceed to shorten the explanation to the rest of the 11 stocks. Please pause and examine as and when you feel to dig deeper into the data which I presented here. Please do comment below if you have any questions on entry levels. Let's move on to stock number 2. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 420.94 crores, book value of rupees 233.82. The current price is rupees 321.1. Stock PE at 14.77. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 524.95 and rupees 210 respectively. Dividend yield at 0.31%. The company's equity is rupees 5 crores at face value 10. Company's 10-year, 5-year, 3-year and 1-year stock price CAGR are 25.68%, 17.63%, minus 0.91% and minus 12.04% respectively. This means there was a price correction in the recent past and subject to other fundamentals it can be treated as an entry point. The company's sales growth is fantastic at a 5-year CAGR at 246.19% and the blue marker indicates the absolute annual values in rupees crores. It is 361.84 crores in 2019. Similarly, 5 years profit growth CAGR at 130.98% and absolute figures as indicated in the blue line. The debt equity ratio at 0.58. I haven't found any serious limitations for this company and the strengths of this company are company has significantly decreased its debt by 126 crores. Company has been maintaining healthy fundamentals. The company name is Apollo Pipes Limited. Apollo Pipes incorporated in 2000 as an ISO 9001-208 certified company and one of the leading and fastest growing companies manufacturing and supplying PVC pipes, ribbed screen pipes, casing pipes, CM and CS, UPVC column pipes and plumbing systems, HDPE pipes, ducts and sprinkler systems, MDPE gas pipes, PPR plumbing pipes, steel pipes, hollow sections, pre-galvanized pipes as per various national and international standards. It is engaged in the manufacturing and trading of PVC pipes and fittings. The company has 5 manufacturing units located across the country. From the price movement analysis over the 6 months, it is observed that there is a recovery in the price from the recent corona-driven correction in the market. Apollo Pipes has fallen 98.31% from 52 weeks high. It made 52 weeks low on 23rd March 2020 and 52 weeks high on February 10, 2020. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 4.9% in the recent quarters to 52%. Public shareholding at 33.3%, which is less than promoters' holding. It is a good sign. 6 months average volume delivery at above 60%. For example, the total traded quantity of this stock is 100. Assuming out of 100, the deliverable quantity is 60. It means balance 40 shares were traded intraday and only 60 shares are marked for delivery. It indicates the investors' interest in the stock. Typically, around 30% of average delivery happens in index stocks. Let's get into stock number 3. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 68,912 crores, book value of rupees 87.69. The current price is rupees 1,356. Stock PE at 59.62. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 1,709.9 and rupees 1,185.55 respectively. Dividend yield at 0.52. The company's equity is rupees 50.81 crores at face value 1. Company's 10 years, 5 years, 3 years and 1 year's stock price CAGR are 25.86%, 19.41%, 19.84% and 9.31% respectively. This means the growth is steady even in these corona times. The company's sales growth is good at a 5-year CAGR of 9.46%. Similarly, 5 years profit growth CAGR is at 15.89%. The interest coverage ratio is excellent at 193.78. The interest coverage ratio is used to determine how easily a company can pay its interest expenses on outstanding debt. The ratio is calculated by dividing a company's earnings before interest and tax by the company's interest expenses for the same period. I found that the company is trading at 15.47 times its book value, and the strengths of this company are: company is debt free, company has a good return on equity which is 3 years ROE at 26.42%. Company has been maintaining a healthy dividend payout of 31.89%. So I can treat the share price trading at 15.47 times of its book value is a kind of a limitation for the entry at this moment. However, the valuations may be increased since its fundamentals are strong. The company name is Pidilite Industries Limited. Pidilite is a consumer-centric company committed to quality and innovation. It is engaged in manufacturing adhesives, sealants, construction chemicals, paint chemicals, art and craft materials. From the price movement analysis over the 6 months, it is observed that price has corrected due to the recent corona-driven correction in the market. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 0.3% in the recent quarters to 70.2%. The shareholding summary shows that mutual funds, FII and institutions also holding the shares of this company. Public shareholding is at 10.5% only, which is a positive sign. 6 months average volume delivery at above 35.7%. Let's move on to stock number 4. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 165.7 crores. Book value of rupees 284.19. The current price is rupees 135.8. Stock PE at 7.79. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 274.9 and rupees 69.45 respectively. Dividend yield at 0.88. The company's equity is rupees 12.2 crores at face value 10. The company's 10 years stock price CAGR is only positive at 7.32%. This means the company is available at a cheaper price subject to having strong fundamentals. The company's sales growth is fantastic at a 5 years CAGR at 13.84%. Similarly, the 5-year profit growth CAGR is at 13.48% and absolute figures as indicated on the blue line. The debt is at 340.71 crores. As we know, the sectoral cycles are important and the multi-baggers who are at the initial phase of growth will have certain negatives, which doesn't mean they won't be growing. So there is the art of identifying multi-baggers. Company has a low return on equity 5.92% for the last 3 years, and the strengths of this company are stock is trading at 0.48 times its book value and it has a strong management. So I picked this company only due to the strength of the management. In my opinion, multi-baggers must have a strong management. Ultimately, they will overcome all other difficulties in their growth story. The company name is Bhartiya International Limited. The company's segments include leather and textile products. The company further focuses on apparel and accessories manufacturing. The company is the largest manufacturer and exporter of leather. Its fashion products include leather outwear, accessories, textiles, apparel, leather finishing and design studio. The company sells its leather garments and accessories under the brand name of Monks Italia. This is a very popular brand. From the price movement analysis over the 6 months, it is observed that there is a correction in the price. It has fallen 50.35% from 52 weeks high of rupees 271. Hence, I feel this is available at a cheaper price. Promoters have increased their shareholding by around 4% in the recent quarters to 52.4%. Public shareholding is at 38.7%. So it seems to be a hot stock in its segment. Pause here, recheck its metrics, make a decision and add to your portfolio accordingly. Let's move on to stock number 5. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 2007 crores. Book value at rupees 125.99. Current price is rupees 1025. Stock PE at 30.97. 52 weeks high and low are at 1119.5 and rupees 305 respectively. Dividend yield at 0.15%. The company's equity is rupees 19.54 crores at face value 10. Company's 10 years, 5 year, 3 year, 1 year stock price CAGR are 30.94%, 30.34%, 19.81% and 170.35% respectively. This means the stock price is consistently going up. Price growth is excellent. The company's sales growth is fantastic and steady. Similarly, profit growth is commendable and 5 years profit growth CAGR is at 26.29%. and absolute figures as indicated in the blue line. Stock is trading at 8.14 times its book value and it is the only limitation for this company. And the strength of this company are the company has significantly reduced its debt. Company has been maintaining healthy fundamentals. The company name is Aztec Life Sciences Limited. Aztec Life Sciences is a producer of agrochemicals and pharmaceutical intermediaries. The company manufactures a wide range of agrochemical active ingredients and pharmaceutical intermediaries. From the price movement analysis over 10 years, it is observed that the stock is a corona resilient and always in the growth trajectory with improving fundamentals. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 4.7% on the year-on-year basis to 72.3%. 6 months average volume delivery is at 34%. Let's move on to stock number 6. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 261.66 crores. Book value of rupees 163.89. The current price is rupees 213.25. Stock PE at 10.88. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 243.7 and rupees 62.7 respectively. Dividend yield at 1.47%. The company's equity is at 12.27 crores at face value 10. Company's 10 years, 5 years, 3 years and 1 year CAGR are 11.29%, 8.65%, minus 12.04% and 66.21% respectively. The company's sales growth is intact. The growth story is perishing well. 5 years profit growth CAGR is at 14.55% and absolute figures as indicated in the blue line. The debt equity ratio at 0.32 and is of investment grade. Company has a low return on equity of 13.66% for the last 3 years, and the strengths of this company are it has reduced debt drastically and having a strong management. The company name is Asahi Songwon Colors Limited. Asahi Songwon Colors is principally engaged in the business of manufacturing and export of color pigments and its derivatives. It is incorporated in the year 1990 and it is a small cap company operating in the chemical sector. From the price movement analysis over the 5 years, it is observed that the share price is steadily maintaining. Parallelly, company is improving its fundamentals. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 1.4% in the recent quarters to 66.4%. The shareholding summary shows that FIIs and institutions also holding the share of this company. Public shareholding is at 33.3%, which is less than promoters holding. 6 months average volume delivery is at 44.2%. Let's move on to stock number 7. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 4,497 crores, book value of rupees 138.58. The current price is rupees 765.6. Stock PE at 12.45. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 833.8 and 146.3 respectively. Dividend yield at 0.39%. The company's equity is rupees 56.89 crores at face value 10. Company's 10 years, 5 year, 3 year and 1 year stock price CAGR are 31.58%, 50.92%, 124.96% and 286.47% respectively. It means the company is in a high growth line. The company's sales growth at a 5-year CAGR at 24.5%. Similarly, 5 years profit growth CAGR is at 135.05% and absolute figures as indicated in the blue line. The debt equity ratio at 0.61. I haven't found any serious limitations for this company, and the strength of the company is the company has significantly decreased its debt by 137.88 crores. The company name is IOL Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals Limited. IOL Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals Limited is a leading organic chemicals manufacturer and supplier in India. The company manufactures active pharmaceutical ingredients, organic chemicals and intermediaries. The company was incorporated in the year 1986. Their portfolio includes industrial chemicals, industrial organic chemicals and bulk drugs. From the price movement analysis over the 5 years, it is observed that the share price is steadily moving up. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 1.8% in the recent quarters to 43.7%. The shareholding summary shows that mutual funds, FIIs and institutions also holding the shares of this company. Public shareholding is more than promoters holding. And here corporates, which are like many other private companies, are holding stake from the public domain. Let's move on to stock number 8. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 1,183 crores, book value of rupees 27.68. The company price is rupees 6.25. 52 weeks high and low are 9 rupees 35 paise and 3 rupees 10 paise respectively. The company's equity is 1696 crores at face value 10. Company's 10 years, 5 years, 3 years and 1 year stock price CAGR are negative, which means there is so much value depreciation. Operating revenue is at 2,157.23 crores, which is more than its equity. The company's 5-year income CAGR at minus 5.66%. 5-year return on equity at 1.15%. This is a government controlled company having some growth potential in the future. Company has low interest coverage ratio, and strength of this company are company has reduced debt. Stock is trading at 0.23 times its book value. The company's name is IFCI Limited. IFCI operates in India and operates in a single segment, that is financing. IFCI became a government controlled company subsequent to the enhancement of equity shareholding to 55.53% by the Government of India on December 21, 2012. From the price movement analysis over the 10 years, it has been noticed that it has ruined the investors' wealth and bottomed out. It has fallen 33.16% from 52 weeks high of rupees 9.3. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 4.6% in the recent quarters to 61%. The shareholding summary shows that mutual funds, FIIs and institutions are also holding the shares of this company. Public shareholding is at 25.8%, which is less than promoters holding. it is a good sign. 6 months average volume delivery at 48.8%. This is also a good sign for the scale of equity it has. This is a penny stock which can grow good if it posts improved top line and bottom line. Let's move on to stock number 9. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 12,007 crores, book value of rupees 171.96. The current price is rupees 356.85. Stock PE at 24.68. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 509 and rupees 233.4 respectively. Dividend yield at 0.32%. The company's equity is rupees 33.65 crores at face value 1. The company's 10-year stock price CAGR is 6.48%. The company's sales growth is average at a 5-year CAGR at 6.24%. 1 year's profit growth CAGR is at 130.39% and corresponding absolute figures as indicated in the blue line. The debt equity ratio at 1.77. Company has a low return on equity at 9.9% for last 3 years, and the strength of the company is market value of investments rupees 14,717.65 crores is more than the market cap of 12,007.04 crores, which means its valuation is pretty high even after having negative metrics like relatively high debt, etc. The company name is Godrej Industries Limited. Godrej Industries is engaged in the business of chemicals, agro inputs, estate and property development, vegetable oil, finance and investment, dairy, animal feeds and other related activity. So this company is a diversified company. From the price movement analysis, it is observed that Godrej has fallen 29.89% from 52 weeks high of rupees 509. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 2.8% in the recent quarters to 64.2%. The shareholding summary shows that mutual funds, FIIs and institutions also holding the shares of this company. Public shareholding is at 21.8%, which is less than promoters holding. However, 5.8% of shares are pledged with lenders. 6 months average volume delivery at above 56.3%. Let's move on to stock number 10. This stock is from the banking sector, having a market cap or value of rupees 6,665 crores and the book value of rupees 201.6. The current price is rupees 58.3. Stock PE at 7.75. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 214.7 and rupees 41.55 respectively. The company's equity is rupees 608.8 crores at face value 10. Company's 10 years, 5 years, 3 years and 1 year stock price CAGR are 8.08%, 5.22%, 4.37% and 4.05% respectively. Net NPA percentage is steadily decreasing and the future growth prospects are improving. 5-year net interest margin NIM at 2.53%. This net interest margin, so-called NIM, reveals the amount of money that a bank is earning in interest on loans compared to the amount it is paying in interest on deposits. NIM is one of the indicators of the bank's profitability and growth. The average NIM for Indian banks is 2.1%. Hence, this bank is having a NIM more than the average NIM of the Indian banks. CAR is 14.12. Capital Adequacy Ratio (CAR) is the ratio of a bank's capital to its risk. National regulators track a bank's CAR to ensure that it can absorb a reasonable amount of loss and complies with statutory capital requirements. This figure is decent for this bank. Though the bank is reporting repeated profits, it is not paying out a dividend. The strengths of this company are stock is trading at 0.29 times its book value. The company name is Indian Bank, a premier bank owned by the Government of India, established on 15th August 1907 as part of the Swadeshi movement, serving the nation with a team of over 20,000 dedicated staff. It has over 3,000 branches and 227 overseas correspondent banks in 75 countries. It is a front runner in specialized banking. It has proven its leadership in rural development. It is a pioneer in introducing the latest technology in banking. From the price movement analysis over the 10 years, it is observed that the price has bottomed out. Indian Bank has fallen 72.85% from its 52 weeks high of rupees 214.7. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 8.5% in the recent quarters to 88.1%. The shareholding summary shows that mutual funds, FII and institutions also holding the shares of this company. Public shareholding is just 6.9%. 6 months average volume delivery at above 60%. Let's move on to stock number 11. This stock is having a market cap of rupees 151.28 crores, book value of rupees 42.64. The current price is rupees 81.95. The stock PE at 16.32, 52 weeks high and low are rupees 92.4 and rupees 44 respectively. Company's equity is rupees 178.25 crores at face value 10. Company's 10 years, 5 years, 3 years and 1 year CAGR minus 1.63%, 11.18%, 1.57% and 38.43% respectively. This means its high growth story has started from here on if it posts good numbers in the coming quarters. The company's sales growth is average. CFO by PAT at 1.87 indicates cash from operations is higher than the net profit. Somehow it can be treated as good sign for the growing companies. And the debt equity ratio at 1.54. Company has low interest coverage ratio. Company has a low return on equity of minus 5.77% for last 3 years. And the strengths of this company are strong management. Promoters increased their shareholding by more than 2%. The company name is Harrison's Malayalam Limited. Harrison's Malayalam is principally engaged in plantation business, having tea and rubber estates in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. From the price movement analysis over the 10 years, it is a corona resilient script. The price is strong and it is observed that stock has entered the growth phase. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 3.7% in the recent quarters on a year-on-year basis to 54%. The shareholding summary shows that mutual funds and institutions also holding the shares of this company. Now let's focus on stock number 12. This stock is having a market cap or value of rupees 181.04 crores, book value of rupees 61.98. The current price is rupees 139.6. Stock PE at 15.96. 52 weeks high and low are rupees 163.85 and rupees 52 respectively. Dividend yield at 0.72%. The company's equity is rupees 14.32 crores at face value 10. Company's 10 years, 5 years, 3 years and 1 year stock price CAGR are 12.24%, 17.82%, 26.82% and 144.91% respectively. This means the company is in growth path and one can enter at appropriate levels. The company's sales growth is fantastic at a 1 year CAGR of 327.97%. Similarly, 5 year return on equity at 4.22%. The debt equity ratio at 0.02, which means it is almost debt free. I haven't found any serious limitations for this company. And the strengths of this company are: company has reduced debt, it is virtually debt free. Company has been maintaining a healthy dividend payout at 48.02%. Company has a healthy liquidity position at a current ratio of 2.9. The company name is Tips Industries Limited. Tips Industries is engaged in music and film production and distribution. Its distributors serve more than 1000 wholesalers and 4 lakhs retailers across India. From the price movement analysis over the 6 months, it is observed that the price is resilient even during corona-driven correction. Promoters have increased their shareholding by 0.5% in the recent quarters to 75.3%. Public shareholding is at 24.7%. Summary of these high growth stocks are as follows. Please pause and carefully observe the recent price, market cap, net profit growth in the trailing 12 months, percentage of increase in the promoter holding, monthly, quarterly and annual price change in percentage. I have provided the color formatting indicators for your convenience. In my opinion, one can enter these stocks as per your risk reward ratios. For the long term, investors keep a stop loss of at least 29% and 19% for the short term. For beginners, one can plan to invest 5,000 rupees in each stock and build their portfolio. I will post more updates on these scripts in the near future. So it's investor call to invest in these high growth stocks, fixed deposits or any other instruments by deliberating on the risk and reward of the instruments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you again in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself and your investments.